if we all gather on one side of the boat, what will happen? It will sink. It will tilt and it will go blub, 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 blub. Okay? So we don't want that to happen. Okay? So what we have to do is we have to constantly move around, continuously move around. So we have to keep on. You see this space is the boat. So you have to make sure that this space is balanced. No one is gathering on one side. कोई भी एक side इकट्ठा नहीं हो रहा है. ठीक है? Because if everyone comes on one side, it will sink. Now there are some rules. You cannot stop. You cannot stop. You have to keep on walking, keep on walking, keep on walking. Keep changing your direction, keep changing your direction, keep changing your direction. Okay? So no stopping. That's rule number 1. Keep on walking. Second rule is while you are walking, you cannot be doing this. You cannot be like, pushing each other. So if you think there are two people, you have to go between them. You have to go between them. You have to go between them. But you cannot touch each other. Okay? Try not to talk to each other. You can, of course, you're allowed to look at each other, smile, you can giggle at each other, whatever. But try not to talk to each other. Okay? So that's rule number 2. Do not touch anyone and no stopping. Okay? Rule number 1. What's rule number 1? No stopping. Rule number 2? No touching. Okay? Understood? Shall we start?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay? And let's go. Walk around. Not in a circle, in the boat, spread out. Make sure that the boat does not sink. Look around you. And new rule number 3? No talking, okay? So we'll also, and once again, don't just walk, balance the space. Don't think about just walking. Why we are doing this exercise is so that you keep your eyes open and become aware of the space. You should see that, okay, now there are too many people over this side. Some people should go to this side. Okay, there is no one over here. Some people should come this side. And we should be able to do this without saying it to each other. Okay? So that's the understanding we have to build as a group, as a team. Without saying anything to anyone, we should be able to balance the space. Okay? Ready? Okay, how can anyone tell me what do you understand when I say dance? नृत्य क्या समझ आता है आपको? What do you understand by dance? कुछ भी हो सकता है. आंसर का ये मत सोचो सही गलत. You don't have to give the right answer. Fitness to your body. Flexibility, yes. What else? Anything. Don't think of a right or a wrong answer. In this space, there is no right answer, wrong answer. जो आपको लगता है.
Refresh mind.
Refresh your mind. Fitness, flexibility, refreshing your mind.
For happiness.
Happiness, yes, very important, very good. Fun, yes. Enjoyment, yes. और कुछ आपस में फुसुर डिस्कस नहीं. You can tell me.
There's no right and wrong, like sir said.
There's no right and wrong answer. You can say daffodil. Time pass. I don't have anything to do, getting bored, so let us just dance a little bit. Okay? So doing time pass. What else? This is the first level. It will increase. Change your hand. Hand on the tummy going round and round. Hand on the head is going up and down. No, not this. Hungry. one. Okay. Now this is like a really difficult one. This is like a really difficult one. Okay. So the right hand, make a fist over here. Okay. Left hand, make a fist here. Now the right hand is rolling forward. Forward. Okay. Right hand is rolling forward. Stop. Now the left one is rolling back. Stop. Now roll them together but in different directions. Right hand rolling forward and left hand rolling back. Uh-oh.
Will come.
Try doing it one at a time. Try doing it one at a time. Right hand rolling forward.
Madam?
That's called movement. Okay? So don't look at it like, oh, I have to look like this. No, none of that. Okay? Nothing like that. Just look at it like having fun. Just enjoying yourself. Okay? So, can anyone tell me what does the word isolation mean? Isolation. Singling it out. Single out. Okay? Like in during the whole COVID pandemic thing, used to say, no, isolation, in isolation, isolating the person, isolation. So basically, it is separating. Yes, separating one entity from the group. Okay. So similarly, what we are going to do is we are going to do an isolation dance. Now, what happens in the isolation dance is we are going to separate. We are only going to dance. We are going to isolate individual body parts. I isolate individual body parts. What do I mean? Like I have to separate one body part. I mean I have to take the head and I have to keep it there. No. Okay. So we're going to dance only using individual body parts. Suppose I play the music and you listen to the music. So you don't have to follow me. You don't have to follow him. You don't have to follow her. Or if you want to follow, you can do that also. But if you don't want to follow anyone, just close your eyes and listen to the music and only use that body part to dance. Otherwise, what we do is whenever we go at parties or weddings, we're dancing using the entire body like this, okay? But before we do that, before we are able to do that, let us dance only using individual body parts. So that's like a challenge, okay? So suppose I say head, you just have to dance using the head. Find different ways to move the head. Okay, if the music is slow, if the music is fast, I can do funny movements like a chicken, like a pigeon, like whatever. And if I say shoulder, then I say hands. Only dance using the hands. Isolate the hands. When I say hip, when I say the right leg, we only dance with the right leg. When I say the left leg, when I say both the legs, and when I say everything together, then you have to dance using everything together: the hand, the head, the shoulder, the hip. But listen to the music. Okay? And be very patient with yourself. Don't worry if you're not getting it, it's okay. Do, like I said in the very beginning of the session, there is no right and wrong in this space. I am not asking you to dance move in a particular way. I want you to find your own meaning. Okay? Find your own meaning. Yes? Yes. Yes.
Please subscribe Kalyani All Rounder YouTube channel.